All right, so that is what the two prime ministers had to say in the joint press briefing that they gave a little while back. And WION Siddhant is, of course, tracking all the developments very closely and is joining us for more on this. So, Siddhant, what were the key takeaways from the bilateral meeting that was held today?
The press statements by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is over, and the big focus was on the joint projects. 3 projects were jointly inaugurated through video conference by both the leaders. These 3 projects, first the big one on the bulk transfer of LPG from Bangladesh to northeast of India, which the Indian Prime Minister said is a win-win for both Bangladesh and India. He said that this is a way through which both the sides can increase cooperation, and which they are in fact increasing. This is the second energy bridge between both the countries after the Maitri energy pipeline between the two countries, which is being constructed. Second is on skill development. Third is on a building which has been inaugurated in the Ramakrishna mission in the capital of Bangladesh, Dhaka. But 7 agreements were also exchanged. 2 the important ones were the fact that India is going to build a coastal surveillance radar in Bangladesh. This is important given the fact that India has already built one in Maldives. Second, India will be taking water from a Bangladeshi river, Feni, for drinking water supply in the northeastern Indian state of Tripura. So a lot of MOUs and bilateral projects. In fact, when it comes to bilateral projects, if we look at the entire number, 12 bilateral projects have been inaugurated by both the leaders in just
Absolutely, indeed. And one of the other very contentious issues that is playing up domestically in India is the issue of NRC. So did NRC come up for a discussion between the meeting between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Sheikh Hasina?
Prime Minister is currently on a 4-day visit, and today was the main day of engagement. In fact, the Bangladeshi Prime Minister and the Indian Prime Minister had a conversation that lasted for approximately more than 1 hour here in Hyderabad House, where I am standing. And in that conversation, everything which could have been discussed and which was discussed was taken by both the sides, whether they are contentious issues or issues of bilateral cooperation. And if you look at the engagement between both the leaders, this is the second engagement in last 15 days. The Indian Prime Minister met the Bangladeshi Prime Minister last week as well on the sidelines of the UNGA in New York, when NRC was raised by Dhaka, and Indian Prime Minister gave assurances that Dhaka should not worry about that, the citizens' role in the state of Assam. There are other issues as well. Onion remains another major issue for Bangladesh. We know that the Bangladeshi Prime Minister publicly raised this issue, highlighting how the ban by India of export of onion has increased prices in her country, so much so she jokingly said that she has asked her cook not to put onion in her food. So clearly a lot of things happening, and this is an important visit. This is the first visit by the Bangladeshi Prime Minister since her massive election victory in December of 2018.
WION Siddhant there. Let's now shift our attention to some other stories. Now, where amidst the growing economic crisis, there's something for India to cheer about. The recent World Bank report has said that India is in fact one of the top 20 improvers in the ease of doing business report for the year 2020. The report also points out that India has in fact implemented norms that go on to simplify the process of starting a new business, getting construction permits, electricity supplies, trading across border has also been simplified as well. The foreign nations with business interests in India have given the rankings a huge thumbs up. The US's Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs Agency has taken to Twitter to congratulate India and other Asian nations for this phenomenal achievement. So what exactly is the basis of this ranking that is given out as the ease of doing business? Now, as per the World Bank, economies are listed on the basis of 2 criteria. First and foremost is the number of reforms that have been implemented by the countries, which makes it easy for the firms to do business. Now, the second parameter checks how much these reforms have helped in increasing business, and this is done by comparing the ease of doing score with the previous year's score. However, the Ease of Doing Business 2020 detailed report will be published on the 24th of October. The Ease of Doing Business rankings is based on 10 parameters, starting a business, dealing with construction permits, getting electricity, registering property, getting credit, which is one of the most important aspects, and then protecting minority investors. That's an important thing as well. Paying taxes, trading across borders, enforcing contracts, and also resolving insolvency. Last year, India had been ranked on the 73rd position in a list of 190 countries assessed by the World Bank.